Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Polkzoo channel and the Guitar Ladder System. Hey, I'm just sharing a little bit. I haven't done a guitar video. I've been doing some videos lately with me talking about some of my metaphysical thoughts and views, which is important to me because I believe the universe is unfolding in time unraveling. I believe we're spiritual beings having a human experience, which can be a bit stressful at times, right? All comes down to attitude. I'm kind of coming down from the Christmas celebrations. Had a couple get-togethers over here, and my family is a bunch of characters. We're good people, but we're always cracking jokes, and I mean it's like three different conversations going on at once, And there was a lot of high energy over here. We were blessed with a lot of high energy, but we were, what goes up comes down, right? But no, it was good. I was more positive this year than I've ever been before on Christmas, because I can't resonate with my my metaphysical goals, and being positive and joyful and trying to contribute to positive thoughts and positive co-creation. I can't do that and let any negativity come in from Christmas. So I made the decision this year to be positive, and it was nice, But kind of glad it's winding down a little bit, but I haven't done a video for a while, so kind of going to get back to the improvisational ideas. The most important thing is to do chordal improvisation every day. I love the four chords. Four chords are part of chordal harmony made with perfect force, very close to a minor seven. But again, it's like Joe Pass used to say, it's the idea, it's important, not the definition. But the four chords just have a nice sound. And you want to experiment with those. And the more that you experiment with chordal improvisation, the more your ear is going to wake up, the more you're going to give yourself a foundation. And improvisational skills really are the fertile soil of compositional skills, and feeding your musical ear and kind of creating a musical mind, Here I'm just doing four chords to, four chord, non-root 13, 13 flat 9. 13 flat 9 leg. I love the sound of this harmonic minor to the 7 sharp 9. But lately I've been looking back at some of the things that I do. That's what's tricky, I came from a musical family. My mom was one of the best classical piano teachers in the world, and I think because I came from a family with a great music teacher in the family, I put a lot of emphasis on teaching more than probably performing and touring and all that kind of stuff, Some people have kind of given me a hard time about that. Love this augmented, kind of a Joe Passy. But anyway, and then lately I've been taking a look at, like partials. Partials have such a nice, clean, you can get it to sound more modern, a little more inside, like here. I'm doing this slow so you can get it to a 13. And then lately, I do a lot of this stuff without thinking about it, but I'm thinking about it now because I'm sharing some of these ideas in the video. I've been getting into. Then I kind of hear this. Kind of want to go into something else, but the idea is a real nice cleanliness to partials. Like if you mix up partials with full chords, you get it. Because if you're doing something like this, sounds cool, right? But when you get the partials going, there's a cleanliness and a certain, you know, there's a lot to say for minimalism. I mean, lately I've been watching a young, when I say young, I'm 68. This guy looks like he's about 30, a young, kind of a jazzy fusion player. And he's definitely a great guitar player, probably one of the best. But when he's burning in a solo situation with a band, he's just full-blown, you know, 32nd or 64th notes a lot. And man, it's got to breathe a little bit, you know. That's the genius of somebody like Miles Davis, you know. Miles Davis was able to play very melodic and add space to it. So even if you are a monster guitar player, man, put some space in there, brother. You know, have a little space, let it breathe a little bit, do some melody, slow down a little bit, have some tension resolution in terms of the technical, you know, execution. Because if you're just burning the whole time, you're missing out on some color and some statements, you know. So I'm not going to mention who this was, but he's definitely a great player. But it's important, you know, like I said, like here, I'm using like a minor 7 partial with a root, a flat 3, and a flat 7, right? When I'm doing this chord, you know, I've got a root, a 3, and a flat 7. So you get that. Here I'm doing like kind of like a major 7 without the 5th. Hear how clean that is? You can kind of experiment, you know, going between those two. I'm going real slow for a reason, right? Right here I'm throwing in a 7 sharp 9. So partials are real clean. You can do like come in with a half step. Can I get that Joe Passy thing going? So partials are real nice to use, you know. And again, melody, man. Like I said, I recently came onto this young hot guitar player I've been following. The guy's definitely a monster, but man, you got to leave some space in there. I mean, it's okay to play some insane, you know, fast notes and keep going with the fast ideas and everything, but man, if you put some space in there, it's going to be a lot more musical, you know. See, there's a good idea of something kind of simple, right? See, it's got a nice melody. See. Da 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 ba ba ba. That's melodic. See, that's melodic. Even if somebody who's a monster player in the middle of their monster 64th notes or whatever, they would just drop in something like that. Let the tension and resolution breathe a little bit, you know. I hear this a lot in a lot of great virtuoso players, you know. Some of them will slow down and do some ideas, but I think the technique tends to take over their, you know, you don't want to let your technique lead your playing is my point here. You want to let your technique be a tool for playing, and it's not just the technique. Technique is not just for playing fast and really difficult, you know, lines. It's also for creating tone, the way that you use your left hand and right hand together. So those are just thoughts you might want to think about. But see, that's melodic. So if somebody was ripping really fast, doing something really crazy, then they just slow down, you know, and then went on to something else, would be way cool. That's where the genius of somebody like Miles Davis comes in, you know. Miles Davis has that, you know, learning to slow down and play melodic and play, you know. But anyway, I love this guitar. But yeah, chordal improvisation, like Pat Martino says, one of the most important things is learning to trust your direction, But, you want to sit down every day and improvise. That's why the guitar ladder system is so powerful for only $199, because you're going to get 100 studies. I don't send them all at once. Using the 10 different systems of improvisation, just you play them and get to know them by ear. You can order at stevezookguitars.com. But it's really, chordal improvisation really is the key to taking a quantum leap in your understanding of guitar and music and improvisation and composition. Even if it's just something you do for your own hobby, you're going to really, it's almost like musical meditation or musical steroids. It sounds cheesy to call it guitar steroids, but it's really true. I've taken from some really great players like Joe Pass, Horace Hatchett, who taught Howard Roberts, etc. But anyway, I just wanted to briefly talk a little bit about how nice and clean partials are. I know I'm playing quiet. And then I resolve that to a 13 full chord. So if you combine partials with 4 or 5 note chords, it just makes for a real nice combination of colors and sounds and moods, And then, like I said, I've been getting into this thing. And then my ear picks up. Hard to play and talk at the same time, but but I'm talking about creating. Art's a funny thing, man. Art is not like rebuilding a car engine. There's a certain detachment you have to have when being an artist and improvising. Sure, there's a lot of discipline, practice, and things like that. But chordal improvisation really is the key. I just love these 4 chords. I'm obviously adding other things. This guitar sounds so beautiful. This harmonic minor to 7 sharp, 5 sharp, 9. Stop right there. So if you really want to take a quantum leap, man, invest the $199. Trust me on this. This is legit to the max. Go to stevezookguitars.com. Scroll down the homepage. Invest the $199. Don't overthink it. I don't send it all at once. We usually do 1 or 2 studies at a time, but it's really going to have a huge effect. I love this, by the way. This non-root 13 to this. And think in terms of color, sound. Try to get out of your head, This is one of my favorite right? Anyway, I think I'll just stop right there for today. Let's all keep positive. Positive faith activates the connection, the alignment with the miracles of the universe and creativity, and so being positive and daily meditation is very, very important. All right, folks, take care. I'll catch you on the flip side.